Morning Walk Conversation, July 14th, 1974, in Marina del Rey.
Going there?
To New Vrindavan?
No.
Yes, I've told him he is waiting for the date. We have not fixed up the flight number yet.
Hansaduta. Oh, Hansaduta. Yes. Yeah, we spoke with them and informed them.
Akriya?
Teresa.
The Treyarisha I have not been able to get through to yet.
His telephone number?
It's his business.
You have to take visa for Kerala.
So I'm trying to find out.
Sanctify the whole world by your footsteps. You are crisscrossing the world.
That is stated in the Shastra. Tirthi kurvantu tirthani shantasthena gadabridha. Because a pure devotee carries Krishna within his heart. Therefore, wherever he goes, he makes a holy place. It is said in the Shastra. So, not me, but every one of you, if you are pure devotee of Krishna, then wherever you go, that is a holy place. Tirthi kurvantu tirthani shantam. To become sannyasi means that he will be pure devotee, and wherever he will go, he will purify. That is sannyas means. Mahat vichalananga ninam grihinam dinocheta. Mahatma, they travel so that the householder, they are cripple-minded and full of sinful activities, they will go there and make them purify. This is the idea of sannyas. In the Vedic civilization, a brahmachari and a sannyasi has open door. There is no restriction, no beer of dog. But now they are prohibited. experience after my sannyas when I was touring India. So, in Ahmedabad or Baroda, I was entering one man's house. So he was standing on the balcony.
Saying don't
The
come.
age of
Don't
Kali.
come.
The age of Kali is perpetrating itself.
Not their fault, because in India, the sannyasi has become a professional
So many
beggar.
cultures.
Just change the dress and he can easily eat without any water.
And smoke beedies.
Everything they do. In our childhood, we had a house for rental. There was a man, he was a professional beggar. You see? So other members of the house, they'll go to their office. He'll dress himself just like a sannyasi
Oh,
and go for begging. That was his business. Here in your country, there is no such opportunity. But in India, there is good opportunity. If you make a dress of sannyasi, you can go anywhere and you will be respectable. They'll give you for eating.
especially they prey on the women.
Huh?
Especially they prey on the women.
Yeah.
Delhi, I went to one minister's house to get some papers. I could see in the back of the house the lady was entertaining some sannyasi with sweetmeats and drinks.
Our men have to change their dress before they go out. Brahmacharis. That's the only way they can beg in this country.
Srila Prabhupada, because of our fallen condition, we require many mechanical means by which we can offer one another respects and to teach one another examples of scripture. For example, we are asked to bow our bodies down to show respects or to call one another Prabhu, to understand that each person is a spiritual master to the other. How are the boys and girls to learn these things in manners of decorum and manners from the sannyasis, for example? How are they to offer respects to their godbrothers?
You behave like that, others will learn.
For example, I have seen many godbrothers offer one another respects, but I very seldom see that in return from some of our leaders.
So, some of you show by practical example, like then others.
One person who sees can lead thousands of blind men.
Huh? Yeah. Poor rain, huh? Simply for covering the sun.
There's no jagga, so there's no sun.
Hmm?
No jagga, no sun.
No rain, no sun.
No, in the Kali Yuga, it will be like that. There will be cloud, even thunder, bolt and lightning, but there will be no rain. That is steady.
It's very inauspicious.
Huh?
That is not auspicious.
In the Krishna book you say that this Kali Yuga is compared to the cloudy season. The Kali Yuga is compared to the cloudy season of human
living
race,
entities,
of living entities. And only by the appearance of Lord Chaitanya with the Hare Krishna mantra are the clouds cleared away.
God. It's like sometimes there's a break in the clouds. So just sometimes in Kali Yuga there's the break.
Is there any shipyard? It is going. No, it is standing.
There's little flies and bugs.
Huh?
The little
Called sand fleas.
sand
No.
fleas.
Everything is
Garbage.
This?
Those are the stone.
Stones.
They can eat stone and digest.
You can eat the sand.
Sand?
The sand is made of little stones.
Yeah. Not sand. Not sand.
Pebbles.
What is it?
Snails.
Shells.
They're sand.
No, birds eat stones too.
Those are those
Yeah,
sand crabs, right?
No, I don't know.
They get nutrition from the stones? They get some nutrition from the stones?
They have a special power to digest.
Yeah.
Especially this, what is this called, dog?
Pigeon.
Oh, pigeon.
Peacock
They swallow the,
Peacock also they can
they can swallow the very hard piece.
Yeah,
And they can
that is meant
digest
for
this
them.
very easily. Or chewing.
Seaweed edible? Seaweed. Is that edible?
I don't find. Why they say eat seaweed?
In Asia, many people eat seaweed. Certain types of
No.
plants that grow in the sea.
Very popular.
That is all right, but why man should eat seaweed?
There's so many nice things.
There are so many vegetables.
The vegetables are not available.
Yeah.
They don't have to cultivate seaweed. They just take.
They have to go diving with lungs and tanks to collect it rather than follow the earth.
They consider it a delicacy. The restaurants for the macrobiotic people, the young people that think they're healthy. for health food. It's a delicacy.
This is also eating. Yes, this is it. But the Japanese, they eat it.
They say it contains much iodine, certain minerals.
They make some food and it is sold. What is called that? They make some cakes by soaking in the water.
Soybean.
Huh?
Soybean.
Not soybean.
What is it?
They make some food stuff. In India also they are making now. When I was in Ahmedabad, guest of on Mr. Patel, his business is to collect this. And he's a chemist also. He prepares some food. He's got good business.
One of the plans for science in the future is the food from the ocean.
Yeah. Food from the ocean is already there, fishes.
No, not only fishes. They're trying to investigate more.
It is not sufficient.
No, fish is not enough.
They're never satisfied. They want always take more.
Research is going on about the availability of food in the ocean.
Also, they want to recycle the stool. There's one big plan to make a big city, and then the stool is recycled, and 60% can be again re-eaten.
I heard that in
Because the
Russia
body-
they're already
The
making
body
butter
doesn't
from stool.
doesn't efficiently take all the
Yeah.
nutrients.
They can make butter. This market butter is sometimes coming from stool.
So we have to get our own cows very quickly.
Here too, in this country also they're making butter from stool.
Yeah?
In this country also they're doing that.
I know during wartime the German people did it.
Now they're making artificial milk also, probably. They're advertising it's just like milk without the sour taste, without the bitter taste.
They are propagating that milk is not good for health. It's natural milk.
Yes, some scientists came to see me in Melbourne. He was speaking like that.
You're saying that milk is not good?
Stool is good, but milk is not good.
That's all right if you're a pig.
Stool is good. You see the pigs, they eat stool.
Yes.
They become very fatty.
Stout.
Yes.
They have no brain for understanding Krishna. That only comes from milk.
Huh?
That only comes from milk.
Milk?
Have a good brain for understanding Krishna.
Not eating so much.
No.
Some devotees think that if they eat large quantities of milk, the more they eat, the more their brain will become big.
No. That is Rajas. Especially for devotee, too much eating is very, very bad. Pratyahara prayasasya prajalpa niyamat. Too much eating Very.
We should only take what is necessary.
And too much collecting money also. That is also not good. Collecting money.
Discussing that in all the living bodies, we have these innumerable cells, living cells. And in these cells, we're just discussing whether the Paramatma and the Jivatma is still there in the, even in the living cells. It is there.
Yeah.
So actually it's our body's combination of these so many living entities.
Atom. Yeah. Why not? The living entity is 1/10,000 part of the, so many hairs are there. And that is 1/10,000 part of the top of the hair. What is the division?
So there is one Jivatma who's in control of the body. The others are subservient.
Yeah. Jivatma is everywhere, but you have got your own field. Just like for agricultural purpose, you have got a big field. But there are so many millions of microbes, but it is your field. Not that when you go out of the field, one of them become you. No, that is not. That is individual. When you leave your field. That's it.
So when we leave the field, then the other cells in the body also leave their field.
Yes, therefore the germs come out as soon as it is proper time. So this nonsense, they do not know that. That the creating life, the ingredients, if they say that material combination makes life, the material combination is there already. But why that man is not coming? That is, he is individual. And they are also individual. I have got my field, I am individual, I live it. But because there are so many other microbes, they will come as me. No, that is not possible.
Yes, but temporarily I cannot live without them.
Huh?
I cannot live in my body without them.
You cannot live with this material body and without so many conditions. And that is also one of the conditions. You cannot live. Any condition, little disturb, you become diseased, you become disturbed. So therefore it is called conditional life. You simply live here on condition. And spiritual life means no condition. The condition is favorable, then your senses will act. Otherwise you have got useless senses. If there is light, then you can see. You can become proud of your eyes. Can you show me God? I know what you can see. Yes, can. If God gives you light, then you can see. You see under condition. And still he is very proud of his eyes. Can you show me God? This is going on. Rascal, what you can see?
Hare Krishna. Govind.
Huh?
Water is coming up because your lotus feet to the Prabhupada.
Why not your lotus? So, we are conditioned. And still, we are searching out the truth. What is your truth? You are conditioned.
So they only end up with a conditioned truth, a relative truth.
Yes. The more you are not conditioned, the more you are finding out truth is certain. But it is not possible for you to become completely unconditioned. That is not possible. That is Mukta Purush, liberated. Therefore, we have to take knowledge from the person who is not conditioned. That is perfect. And one who is conditioned, what is the value of his giving knowledge? So therefore, don't accept any knowledge from the conditioned soul. Conditioned soul is imperfect by the four deficiencies. Brahm, Pramad, he must commit mistake. So what is the value of his knowledge? You know that. We take knowledge from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is unconditioned. There is a verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Eshat Isanam Isasya. That is God. God means he comes within this material world, but he is not conditioned. That is Krishna.
And his representative.
Yeah. The whole thing is managed by the law of gravitation. But when Krishna lifted the hill, there was no weight. He is not conditioned by the law of gravity. He can lift that. We cannot do because we are conditioned. And when they cannot understand God's inconceivable power, they think it is all mythology. Because he is a rascal, he thinks Krishna also rascal.
They tried to put Krishna within the framework of their own.
Avajananti manga mudha manusim tanuvasa. Because Krishna is kindly becomes visible to our eyes, this rascal immediately take him as one of us. By his kindness he is coming to be visible by us, to listen him, his instruction, but this mudha will take him as ordinary human. Mudha vinavi jananti Mamepa Paramadvayam.
So the consciousness, my consciousness, the consciousness of those living cells are dependent on my consciousness.
No, that consciousness is not developed. It is not equal to your consciousness. Just like a child's consciousness is not equal to your consciousness. It is not yet developed. Similarly, this human life is the full-fledged, not full-fledged, almost full demonstration of consciousness. We have to utilize it for higher understanding. From material condition, the consciousness develops. On account of loss of consciousness, they become godless. So it requires time. So this Hare Krishna movement is to help them to develop consciousness very quickly. Yeah. Otherwise it will take millions of years. Manushanam sahasresh kaschit jadadisi. We are helping people to develop that original consciousness very quickly.
These cells, the minor cells, they divide. They just like act as a...
Let them do whatever they do. But still Krishna is there. Annantarasthang paramanuchayam. Navadi purusham tamam. Undeveloped conscious, the more you are servant of nature. As you have got less developed consciousness, just like the dog and the girl, she is developed consciousness, therefore the dog, less conscious, it is serving. Similarly, if you are not Krishna conscious fully, then you have to serve Maya.
Kalida.
To serve means to accept this material world. Maya will give you a dress according to your karma, and you have to work. This will continue.
Those who do not develop their Krishna consciousness fully must again take a dress.
Oh yes. Nunang pramatta kurute vikarma jadindriya pritaye aprinoti. Nasadu manne jado atmano yang asannapi klesha. This is the instruction Rishabdev. These rascals are working like madmen. Nunang pramotta means mad. And always doing mischief and sinful activities. So this is not good, because he does not know that for his mischievous sinful activities, he has got a body which is always miserable. It will continue to accept miserable body. Therefore it is not good. The doctor can see that this man is infecting this disease and he will suffer. But the rascal man cannot understand that I am infecting something and I will have to suffer. For me, they are trying to become happy by improving this material condition. But he does not know that he is becoming implicated more and more, because he'll have to accept the body. And there are so many varieties of body. This is childish. That our Giriraj took some money.
Who?
Giriraj.
Giriraj.
Yeah. He said, everyone is God, somebody said. So Giriraj said, I am God. Yes, you are God. Then I can take your money. Yes. And he gave you some money. All this. So out of sentiment, whatever money he had in his pocket, he gave him.
It was $90.
Huh?
$90 it was.
Anyway,
He was caught in his own philosophy.
The same trick, Madhavisa Swami once got someone to take all of his clothes off and give it to him. Everything is all one, then you will not mind giving me your clothes.
no, their philosophy is we are one. What is mine, that is mine, and you are also mine. Therefore we are one. And as you say, you will say, why not your mine? And that is not the case.
That type of philosophy will not last long.
Huh? Huh?
That type of philosophy will not last long. Srila Prabhupada, in a highly developed consciousness state in the body, which is which has consciousness which is highly developed.
That is Krishna consciousness, devotee.
So in the
Highly developed consciousness means he is a devotee.
yes, but what is the relationship of the those individuals who are living with him, though they are not conscious?
They live. That's just like a dog live with you. You are developed, he is not developed.
But still he is benefited.
Huh?
He is benefited from the consciousness of the master.
If the master is devotee, then he is a Kita janama ho jatha tu adas. Bhakti Vinod Thakur sings. Then let me become a worm in the house of a devotee. If I have to take birth, I don't want a life, non-devotional life, even it is like Brahma. I prefer to become a worm in the house of a devotee. This is the prayer of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Hare Nama, Hare Nama.
Similarly, when we associate with a spiritual master who is Krishna consciousness, automatically we also have some taste.
Yeah.
Students.
Bhakti means enhancing spiritual taste. That is what. Bhakti parasanubhava virakti annatra. And as he increases his spiritual taste, he becomes distasteful to this material enjoyment. This is the taste.
You should engage the hippies in keeping this place clean.
Huh?
Hippies are simply sleeping and the beach remains dirty.
Oh.
Mismanagement.
Jai.
Jai,
Glory to Prabhupada.